student, welcome to all of you. This is the second chapter of your English book First Flight, and the chapter name is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. So student, this is basically a part of Mr. Mandela's a book which name is Long Walk to Freedom, and by his book which name is Long Walk to Freedom, he trying to pointed out his struggling journey. What did he face during the period of struggle, and how he eradicate the dominating society that was in the hand of white people in South Africa, and he also established a new life, new rule regulation in South Africa when he became the first president of South Africa. So here is his story. What did he feel? What did he feel in his experience? So let's see what story he is telling to us. So 10th May dawned bright and clear. For the past few days, and I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respects before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South Africa soil. So this is the first paragraph of the book, and in this line Mr. Mandela is trying to say that 10th May dawn bright and clear. Here generally dawn means होता है the morning time, बस here dawn means begin, means 10th May started as a bright and clear day, means this day was very memorable in the life of Mr. Mandela. For the past few days, I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respects before the inauguration, because before the 10th May, few leaders from all over the world, from entire the world, and dignitaries, means people of importance, had come to pay their respect before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil, and because this was the time of inauguration of a new government, in fact a new law that was going to take place, and before that many peoples, many important dignitaries, well prestigious leaders from all over the world had landed in South African soil just to pay their wishes and respect. And that's why a large gathering was going to take place in that country. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheatre formed by the Union Building in Pretoria, and the avenue where this ceremony was going to take place was amphitheatre. So student, amphitheatre में generally क्या होता है? An open area, an open field, that is called amphitheatre. So the ceremony program was going to take place a open area, a amphitheatre, and it was made of very strong sandstone, and also situated in Pretoria. Pretoria is the capital of South Africa. For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. So, for decades means period of 10 years, time of 10 years is called decades. For 10 years, this had been the seat of white supremacy, means this place was reserved for the white supremacy, means people who were dominating the black people, operating him very badly, treating them very badly, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering. But now everything has been changed, and it is going to become a evidence of a rainbow gathering, means people of all caste, color, creed and community was going to gathering there, because a new law was going to start in that country of South Africa, and installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government, and this government was totally free from all kind of caste, creed and community. On that day, lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Jinani. On the podium, Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. So on that day, my daughter, whose name was Inani, she was with me. On the podium is here on the stage. Mr. De Klerk was first shown as second deputy president. So Mr. Sun was the first person who took oath as a second deputy president. Then Thabo Mbeki was shown in as first deputy president, and after that Mr. Thabo he took oath as a first deputy president. When it was my turn, I pledged to obey and uphold the constitution, to devote myself to the well-being of the republic and its people. And when it turned to my, I committed myself that I would responsible to my country. I will save my country, and all the rules and regulation will be operated on the base of constitutions, and there would be no any kind of domination of to take any caste creed and community. People of the country would be free, and they will feel that there is no any foundations of any kind of in this country. To the assembled guest and the watching world, I said, and before the audience, before the people who were gathering there in that inauguration ceremony, I said, मीन्स मिस्टर मंडेला कहते हैं, जो गैदरिंग हुई थी उनके सामने कहते हैं, टुडे ऑल ऑफ अस डू बाय आवर प्रेजेंस हियर confer glory and hope to newborn liberty out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud of. So Mr. Mandela said that after a long period of a time where humanity was suffering, we had reached to a time where a new law, a new rules and regulation will take place, and people will feel that they are in a country where they would feel proud. There would be not any kind of foundation to take in any caste, creed, or community. Means we are going to establish a society where each and every person feels that he is really a human. Humanity will be proud to be a human. We who were outlaws not so long ago have today been given the rare privilege to be host of the nations of the world on our own soil. We who were outlaw, Mr. Mandela was expressing his feeling that for a long time they were not giving their basic rights. That's why he is calling himself outlaw. Have today been given the rare privilege, and they were given, and today on the 10th May they have given a rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. And this is the day that in our own soil, in our own country, we have given a chance, we have given opportunity to head the world, to head the country. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is after all a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. So that's why I am thanking to all the person who came to here after a covering a long distance, and along with my people they are taking participate in the in this program that is going to that is happening here, and we are going to establish a new victory, a new justice, where people can feel that justice and peace is still exist in the world, and human dignity. That's why thanks to all of you, we have at last achieved our political emancipation. We pledged ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender and other discrimination. And that's why from today I am going to take place that I will save my people from all kind of foundation, just as like vicious condition of poverty, deprivation. Deprivation means a kind of people who had not given their basic right. suffering, gender and other discrimination. Means Mr. Mandela is expressing that he would save his country that was still suffering from vicious conditions of poverty, deprivation, suffering of the people's, yeah, gender equalizations and other discriminations like to take race, color, yeah, community. Never, never and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. And never, never, never here means he is going to say that from today they would not be become the from this line Mr. Mandela is saying that from today this country would not be experience a kind of domination by of the people by the people. That's why we are going to take oath that humanity, yeah, human being of this country would not suffer from any kind of gender discrimination, color, yeah, religion inequalities. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. And the sun, yeah, the day, yeah, whatever we have achieved means the liberation, the liberty, freedom of all kinds of bad situation. It will not set means the achievements we have achieved, it will continue. Means this country will never go become the subject of the people of one particular class. So let's freedom regain. God bless Africa. And that's why at last he completed his speech by saying, let freedom regain means let freedom to live. And I hope God will bless us. So student, this is the first paragraph, your first part of this lesson, and you all have to answer these questions in your copy. So next video we will cover next part.